Hey, everybody. You know what it is. You're listening to it, so I fucking really hope you know what it is. It's Whispers from the Void with your boys, Evan.
And Phil, the vitesse for the intimates. Oh, fuck. I just got some problem over there. Thanks for what? Fuck. I got some problem. Sorry, guys.
We're in for a good one today, guys. We have a very special guest with us today. He needs a proper introduction, so I'm gonna let Phil handle that.
So, guys, we got this guest over there. He's like the one, the only, the beautiful, the masculine, Philip Langelier.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Everybody clap.
Clap, 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 motherfucker.
So how are you, man?
We have the right to swear, right, for your show?
Yeah, no fucking problem.
Better fucking you. Okay, I'm just gonna, oh yeah, my son is texting me now like, yo son, go to bed. Okay, yeah, what's up?
How are you, man?
I'm confined. I'm good actually. Just try to recoup from that 2020 shitty year and getting into a shittier 2021, I think.
It's 2020 part 2, but no one knows it.
Yeah, point 2.
Yes.
It's the part 2. No, in fact, it was a trailer. 2020 was a trailer for 2021, in fact.
Fucking depressing.
It's gonna turn into like the Fast and Furious movies, dude. They're just gonna keep every year, just gonna keep getting
Keep
worse
in mind, sometimes trailers are better than the fucking movie. So
yeah.
if 220 was a trailer, 221 is gonna be worse. Okay, no.
So, before starting like the question and all those thing, let's go with some drinks. So, what do you have, Evan? Do you have a drink?
Me? I do.
Yeah.
I do. I have one I saved especially for this. I found the most brutal beer I could find just for you, Phil. So I have a Three Floyds Arctic Panzer Wolf. It's a Imperial.
You're missing a blast beat. If you say that, you need a blast beat. Okay, give me a minute.
What the fuck? Oh my god, no.
Say that again.
All right. It's the Three Floyds Arctic Panzer Wolf.
Great. I did a pussy blast with like the hi-hat on one. That's fucking epic.
It's a killer can. I've been drinking them a little bit, and it definitely packs a punch. It's 9%, so it's gonna.
Does it taste like corpse paint?
You know what? I'm finding that all Three Floyds beers, they all just taste like some sort of metal band somewhere.
Knowing a lot of metal bands, they probably all taste like sweat, piss, rest of cum, a little blood.
That's what, but that's what makes it authentic, Like that pig, you can't tell me that Pig Destroyer beer they made, Permanent Funeral, doesn't have a little bit of their blood in it.
It's funny.
I refuse to believe it.
It's funny because the funeral's kind of always permanent, but then, okay.
Not always.
He's alive. Let's do that as a bachelor party now.
So, do you have a drink, Phil?
I have two things. First is my drugs. During the fucking pandemic, obviously nobody goes out. And when I was going to work at the office, every morning I used to stop to get an energy drink because coffees are for adults and I don't feel like I'm an adult. So I'm like, fuck coffee. So basically, I was buying an energy drink every morning or two, or depending on how I felt. And I hadn't any during the pandemic. So the couple rare occasion I had people in the summer. When I saw you, Phil, I think I had one. But then, like everybody, I feel depressed. No girlfriend anymore. I'm stuck home. Nobody can go out. No shows. Prostitute don't go home. So time is hard. And I just realized that, dude, why do I just not order fucking energy drinks from the nice corner store in Longueuil? Fucking Dépanneur Nobert, best dépanneur ever. So I fucking ordered like case of fucking Monster drinks. So
oh yeah.
I've been drinking that every morning since mid-December, and I felt a lot better. I was missing drugs, actually. It's the only drug I take is a little caffeine. I don't like it in coffee or in dead Cubans, so I'm going to just take it through energy drinks.
That's perfect.
The one that was made for girls. The first one of that collection, it was made for girls, and it says it on the box. The new monster drink. Sweet, blah, 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 0 sugar for white bitch. It's for girl. Okay, yeah. This one right here for a monster girls. So you know the girls with the beard and shit? Okay, so that I have monster drink, and also my mother, that basically when my girlfriend left, came in, lived with me. So 40 years old, I live with my mom. So it is beautiful. So I have a soda stream. So I have a load of Cherry Coke, Diet Coke, all the ginger ales, 7-Up and shit. So I have my own. I make my own soft drinks. I don't make beer. I made my own soft drinks. So monster drinks and soda streams. It's my drink for tonight.
That's perfect. So me, I have like some tea. So I have this Cradle of Filth. Wait.
That's fucking epic.
I would do like some YouTuber, like, hey, come on.
Subscribe to my tea, motherfucker.
Subscribe to my tea. Okay, so it's Pitch Black North feed, Cradle of Filth blend, the Sweetest Malificia. So I have it over there in my thermos. And why do you laugh, Phil? Tea is good.
Because tea is okay, but you have a Cradle of Filth tea, so it's still fucking awesome.
Yeah,
I wonder if
hit it with a high.
I wonder if there's like a corpse grinder tea that tastes like fucking dried meat and sweat or something like that.
Honestly, because like this company is coming from Calgary and they're like in the thematic of Satanism. So like there's
Cradle tea. That's
yeah,
awesome.
like they make Cradle, but they made like a Venom Prison one time. They made like Twin Temple, which is like a rock, occultist rock. Like they're talking a lot about Satan and all shit. They made Beelzebubs, and they have a shit ton of other tea. They are fucking tasty, honestly. It's like my second time commenting from them, and they are just epic. Okay. So shout out to Pitch Black North, and yeah. So cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Enjoy your tea.
Yeah, I always find it interesting to find out what bands are like, what the members are really into. Like the other day, I found out that Belfagor has a wine.
Wait,
yeah, and they're in Europe.
Yeah, a wine.
You have a wine.
Yeah, they have a few of them too.
He probably does enemas with it.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, of course.
That guy's a sick fuck, man. I heard crazy stories about Belfagor's singer from friends that tour with that guy. He's insane.
I don't doubt it one bit.
Dude, I heard that once, like, I won't name the band, but people from Blackguard were basically just chilling outside Belfagor's bus. And the fucking singer came out. He was fucking a groupie that had her fucking ankle taped to her wrist. And he came to finish off outside on the side of the bus. He fucking went up and finish up outside the bus. I was like, yeah, no, that's metal. Yeah, that's metal. Yeah, so he's that type of dude.
Oh my god.
What? Holy shit.
And there's a lot more, obviously. Him just pissing in cups and drinking it and shit like that. He's German, so obviously that's normal.
Yeah. Life's a little different over there.
That's a normal evening in Germany. Normal evening.
For real.
Hey, let's go and drink some peace. Perfect, Helmut. Go pee in your skull. Yeah, I had a little like Scottish accent to that.
Yeah, you finished.
Be careful with the internet if you go to German like you're fucking Nazi or anything. So I'll be careful with that. That's why I didn't show I have no hair, so they don't get it or anything.
Don't worry, I got the hat on, so you know I gotta cover it up.
The only one who got hair, it's me. But I have like to just like trim it up over there because it's just fucking disgusting.
I would imagine that you have to trim it because you have no forehead. Your hair goes just up to here, and you create your own forehead because you have too much hair. He has so hairy. He has like a 1-inch forehead. It's like, yeah, I need your forehead. I'm just gonna shave it, and you fucking shave it. You have a good forehead. Oh, so, I have too much forehead.
So, like, we were talking about stories. I'm curious about those two heads behind you. I'm curious about those stories.
I'll start with the easy one. This one. This one. This one. That's a CFX mask. That's a $795 silicone mask. So basically, when I was in Bookakee, at the beginning we were doing makeup and shit, and then I decided to like do that face peeling thing I was doing. I did for basically nearly 7 years. So in the beginning, I was doing a makeup. So I was doing like ripped skin makeup, and that was taking a lot of time. It was expensive makeup wise, and I was tired of doing the makeup every night. So one time, I discovered those masks. I was like, dude, I want those masks. So I when I saw that flesh mask, and one time I had money, so I just go like, dude, I'm buying a CFX mask. SP that did the same thing. So if you go see some recent in the last 5 years shows, you would see he had like a black mask with the green oozing liquid, and when we have Hugo on tour, he had a mask with a huge like smile. So you buy it 8 masks. Mine's $800. There's one $850, and SP was $900. Whatever, they were so fucking expensive. The issue is, so because of the effects of that, like you see the larynx and everything, that's super thick, and because you see I have a super thin neck, you see I'm a super slim person. When I fucking sing, my throat goes up through like here, so I couldn't have like that thick a silicone. So I did a couple of shows with it. It was fucking epic, but one show, man, I felt so dizzy, I couldn't breathe, and dude, I'm wearing shorts in winter, and that's fucking silicone up to here. So I was sweating by my eyeballs and my ears. So the fucking thing fell up with water, so I couldn't hear shit. So we were like, fuck this. So now I just use it sometime for Halloween, or jerk off with it, and it decorates my house. So I don't wear it. But this one basically, I brought it once for a show, then fucking Matt Paré took it and brought it to nearly every fucking show we did. It was in the fucking practice room for years. So I did a lot of shows. At one point, I was tired of having it on show because I wanted it for myself, but it was also used when we did our first photo shoot in 2011, 2011 for the EP. We had 12 girls naked in my fucking living room, covered in fake blood, and I did scars on. They were like a pile of dead zombie girls, and we had that head like floating around in the bodies in the blood. Mm-hmm. And Vandal Vixen was there. If you people know Vandal Vixen,
you're a porn star.
You're exactly. Yeah. So you're all pure. You should not know that, but she was really involved with our band at the beginning. So she did that shoot for us kind of for free, and she was like, okay, but you said I was going to have like a scene or something for my site. I was like, dude, just fucking start as a zombie girl, you're covered in blood, and just jerk off with a zombie head and squirt on it and shit. So that's exactly what she did. So she jerked off.
Oh my god.
I think you can YouTube it, just like you could Vandal Vixen. You can find something with or it's on her site. It's pretty extreme because she's covered in blood, she doesn't move, then she fucking like gets resuscitated by a boner or whatever, and she just jerks off, squirts it 3 or 4 times in its mouth, and she drinks it. But we never really cleaned it, so it went like on tour with us with just like Vandal Vixen's juice on it. I was like, why clean that? It's I want to say our Lucky Charm. It was a Lucky Charm at some point, so we keep it, and then I stopped having it on tour and kept it in my house.
You know what's awesome is I've listened to you talk about all this, and I kind of knew a little bit about that. I had to do a lot of research for this. Phil probably did not, and my mother listens to these constantly now.
Your mother?
Yeah, and she likes to tell me her thoughts on every episode. Like last episode,
okay,
like, oh, you swear too much, and I was like. Yeah, well, listen, we have another couple episodes coming up. We're doing some interviews, whatever. So
Dude,
now I'm very thrilled.
I'll try not to swear, but the stories won't be censored.
You don't have to censor yourself at all. I just know it's going to be, if she listens,
if I continue
awesome.
in the same vein, when we had Vandal Vixen, our deal was basically that she was going on stage with us, doing like the princess when we were doing Mario Brothers Streak cover that we were doing.
Mm-hmm.
She was coming up as the princess and just like dance on stage and threw gifts at people and shit like that. Sometime at some point we were doing instead of Mario Brother, we were doing the Ninja Turtle team. I don't know why, but we did that kind of that grind version of that. And even we had also the ninja rap. So we had a guy that looks like fucking Vanilla Ice that was coming on stage and doing the ninja. And at the end, I was just killing him. So she was also coming in as April O'Neil. And after the shows, in place where we were playing in cities, she was going into the biggest bar and do a show, and people like had come in with the ticket from the show. They could go in. So we did crazy fucking shit after the shows. And one time we're just at that bar, I think in Quebec, I don't remember. I found the video again in my computer where what she was doing, she was just inserting a fucking 8-foot like dog chain. The dog chain, a random dog chain. And she was basically inserting in her vagina a fucking 8-foot dog chain. She was keeping that in for like more than half her show. Then she was just like finding a girl, putting a collar, rip that thing out of her, and then fucking log the girl and get strap on stage, extinguish fire with squirt and shit like that. And the best part, and I'm getting close to the mic for that, they were giving me the microphone to say whatever the fuck I want and describe what's happening on stage. This was fucking epic because I could say whatever the fuck I want. So, dude, I don't remember what I said because probably my brain shut down because I went fucking epic.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was describing Vandal Vixen fucking a girl, getting fucked by a girl, squirting on a guy, getting a chain out, whatever other crazy shit she was doing. I'm surprised she didn't write "fuck you" with shit on the wall. But like we did crazy fucking stuff.
God damn.
Dude,
so fucking good
fantastic.
stories.
I remember one show, and I'll bring that up because that was funny. Remember Le Printemps des Érables when there was like shitload of riot of those idiots. I'm really against rioting, okay? So whatever your Black Lives Matter, Carré Rouge, fucking whatever the fuck you are, I don't like fucking rioting. Fuck you. And telling me that your rights, you have your rights because people riot. And I'm like, okay, but go jerk off. So whatever. We were doing a show at Le Catacombe. I don't know if you know the Catacombe.
I know them.
The Catacombe was on the corner of like Ontario and Saint Laurent.
Yeah.
And one night we're playing with Power Glove. There was Bookakee. There was another band that does like video game music. I don't remember. They were from Texas or something like that. They were super nice people, but there was a fucking riot outside. So at some point, the riot police was like blocking the door to catacombs. So we were not able to get outside. There was people fighting in front there were horses. Dude, that was medievally epic. But obviously we were getting out by the back door of the catacombs and just like being outside, people smoking joint and just chilling, going back to the show, blah, blah, blah. And the people from the fucking band from Texas, not Power Glove, but another band, you're like, dude, there were helicopters everywhere. Dude, there was a fucking war zone. I'm like, dude, it's always like that in Montreal. The guy's like, what? I'm like, yeah, man. Riots and police. And the guy didn't know why we were rioting. So I was just like, we're fucking rioting all the time. They were like, this city is crazy. So at the end, we went to a Gentleman's Choice on Saint Denis. There was obviously nobody but like 3 or 4 porn star. And then Bookakee, that band, Power Glove, all the bands end up there. We had a crazy show. And again, like fucking Vandal, extinguishing fire. We had all the girls on us. Those guys were like, this is the best place ever. We were just taking pictures in the bar. There was nobody. It was closed because of that fucking riot. So we were like doing crazy shit like until 3 a.m. with the other bands that were like kind of like if you're playing video game music, you're kind of nerdish. So like you would go in to a Montreal band with blood and shit on stage that just go like bring you to the script club, and it's like all the girls are all for us. There's police outside, fight battles, helicopters. It was awesome. It was a good night.
Straight out of GTA. I love it.
Dude, exactly.
That's perfect. Honestly, we could go through those stories all night. Honestly,
and it's been a long time, so there's a lot I don't remember. I got 40 like Saturday, so there's a lot of things that just got out of my head.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
So I got a little bit of question, like it's not like happy question or something. It's more like it's a question when you think about it, like, do you regret Bookakee split up, or you think it was the right thing to do?
I obviously regret it because I put a lot of times on that. A lot of times, basically all my day off for nearly 10 years were put on into Bookakee. And basically every time we were doing a show on the Fridays or whatever days, all my the 2 tours we did, took all my day off for 2 years in a row, like one shot deal in March to do tours that would be United and Gore. So yeah, I fucking regret it because we had fun. In a sense, on the other side, I don't regret it for what's coming up because basically I have project with people and probably with what I'm doing now with the Monster Factory and the Growlers Choir, I would have been too busy, perhaps, but perhaps not, perhaps I don't know, but I would have been conflict of schedule, obviously, because if we would have been doing more shows, I would not have got into the Monster Factory Monster Factory I would have stayed in because it was awesome. But the Growlers Choir, if I had Bookakee, I don't know if I would have gone in it. Even though it's an insane project, I would have probably been too busy with Bookakee to go to that project. I regret because I had funds and those guys were my friends, and then we don't see each other anymore. So that's the sad part.
Yeah, of course. Do you have some question, Evan?
Yeah, I do. I have a few. Real quick, do you want to tell me a little bit about the Monster Choir?
The Growlers Choir or the Monster Factory? Because those are two.
Yeah, I combined both of them there.
So the Monster Choir were playing video games dressed as monsters and we jerk off. No, okay. I'll start with the Monster Factory. So basically, it's Sébastien Croteau from Necrotic Mutation that started doing monster voices.
That's what I thought that was.
Years ago. And he basically started getting a couple of singers to do a game. So he once got a game. I don't even think it's out. I can't say the name because it's not out. Then there's a shitload of monsters. And he got the ideas of starting it's kind of a cooperative, like we're the first thing like that, the first group of extreme metal singers doing voices for video games. So we just regrouped a couple and basically started that. So we're doing video games. We have a lot of crazy shit coming up. A lot I can't say for the moment, but it's getting good for us. So it's going to be 2021 was going to be a great year for the Monster Factory and 2022 in the future. So we work with a guy that said, like, dude, you're fucking epic. I'm sure in 2-3 years you're doing movies. So I'm happy I'm working with you now. So I'm like, so it's gonna be a good thing. And if I could just do that, seeing how much we could get paid for some games, like I think there's some projects that I've done. If I could do that once a week, I could just live on that. So so the Monster Factory is that. The Growlers Choir, it's a little more complicated. Did you see the 20-minute video that we have on YouTube?
I did not. No.
I saw that.
Blasphemy. So basically, I'll explain to you the concept, and then you have to fucking go watch the video online.
Okay.
20-minute song, alone in the dark, your hands on your balls.
By myself.
By yourself, or with your mom. She watches stuff, and so you could. Hi, mom. Hi, Evan's mom.
She is. Yeah.
What's her name?
Sarah.
Hi, Sarah. I'll hope. Is she taken? you need a new stepdad.
Yeah, if you're asking if my dad is still around, yes, he is.
I'm bigger than him, so I could be your stepdad. Okay. I need a girl. Okay, so let's continue with. So the Growlers Choir is basically a crazy guy, Pierre-Luc Sénécal, that doesn't look like a metalhead at all, but he has it inside. And basically, one night he just thought, dude, having a choir made of death metal singer is fucking crazy ideas. And he was doing what he called improvisation musicale or something like that, where they're just like a bunch of guys. They have specific symbols for specific sounds. It's like, this is that, this is that, whatever. And there's a guy just doing the signs, and the groups of guys are just doing the noise, and you do improv on that. So he basically started with that concept with the Growlers Choir. So he got a 20 couple, I think it was like nearly 30 people that said yes, but then it reduced to 18 on the main song that you could go see on YouTube. And basically from January, is that in 2019? Yeah, 2019. January 2019 to up to, I would say, May 2019, where we did that show, that video, we basically decided specific sounds, specific symbols for specific sounds. Let's say this would be low vocals, the mid, the high pitch, then like you raise the sound, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of different sounds. And he created by doing those little, we were doing like, we call it practice. Mm-hmm. But they're more than these ateliers. So we were like practicing different stuff. He was recording everything. And at some point, at the end, he made basically background music or electronic contemporary music, and we were basically over that. He also spoke with a Canadian poet, Fortin Anderson, that wrote a crazy epic story, and basically he based the sound and the music and would say the epicness through that poem. So basically, the Fortner was there saying his line, and we were basically going back and forth from doing sounds that were more atmospheric to singing parts of the poem with the Fortner or without Fortner, or at the same time, or before in canon, blah blah blah. We were groups of the low, the mid, the highs. That's what we have now. But before we had the soprano, the alto, the bass, and the tenor. So we were divided into 4 groups, and the 4 groups had like lows and highs. That was like a fucking endeavor. And basically we did a show with a 20-minute song called The Day King that was recorded professionally, video and audio. And we did a thing it was a contemporary event called Le Vivier Canada Belgique. So it's an event from like a mix of like an international contemporary event from Canada and Belgium. Mm-hmm. And it was really a contemporary show, not like a metal show. It was like a show with weird music that you like. That guy's playing with pans and bottles, and another girl was just having a poncho made of macrame with fucking shells on it. And her part, and she was just like, it was called Bookakee. She had this part, her show was like, she was just like walking around with a poncho doing jerking off in the wind. And her thing was called Bookakee. And we ended up basically, we were headlining that event when I thought we were just going to be the opener. We ended up closing that show, and we had a standing ovation. It was epic. So yeah, so that's basically, now we're continuing. We did a second song called 8 Machine. Mm-hmm. On YouTube, there's a 2-minute 50-second like kind of a little just not trailer, but just teaser of the song. But go on Bandcamp, you can hear the full 9-minute song. It's closer to metal now, because on that song there's really drum, there's guitars, and there's 15 singers. So with good headset, listen to that song, read the lyrics at the same time. It's really fucked up tempos. It's really closer to death metal. The new thing that's coming up, we're doing something with we announced it with a choir, a real normal choir will do a song. So there's a lot of crazy shit coming up. So so that's a choir with just death metal singers. Mm-hmm. It's fun.
Nice.
We're the first in the world. It's the first death metal choir, and Monster Factory is the first the world death metal monster vocal cooperative. So
I love that. I have one more that I noticed. So I do know that you have a degree in art, and as far as like Bookakee's stage presence when you guys were performing, you guys did a lot of crazy things. Like you were saying with the mask, you would rip your face off. You had C-sections at some point. You obviously were doing all sorts of crazy things. And I appreciate your love of the horror. Now, you strike me as a person who likes like almost like the art form of horror itself, because sometimes I find that there's bands who just go for the shock factor and not like have it be almost like tasteful horror. You know what you kind of know what I'm getting at. Like,
yeah, but
like there's almost like they want like a true, like they want like these meanings and like this crazy stuff behind it. But I almost find that with your stuff, everything that you guys did was always very appreciated.
yeah, give me an example of band that is doing the gore the wrong way, let's say, so I can compare to what I'm doing, for example.
I mean, at the
shock factor.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a while. Obviously, we have a whole year, so we had a whole year not going to shows. I guess a couple local bands and stuff that I've seen would just do like you know, they would do like fake blood stuff. They would simulate you know, different people getting shot, different things, just trying to like capture something.
I kind of understand. Yeah, the thing is, doing gore on stage, I would say it's kind of it's an art form. Yeah, so I like the art of gore. I've been doing gore stuff, and I mean, like, just when I started drawing. And it's funny because recently I kind of discussed that with other people, and I was discussing that when I was going to school, because people are like, yeah, man, you're doing that just because like it's cool. I'm like, no, I've been drawing gore shit since I'm 5 years old. I'm not even joking. I don't want to be just metal. I'm like, I could just be metal, but I mean, I have proofs of that. So if people just go on my fucking Facebook, I have my artist page. I have drawings there that dates of my fucking high school. I mean, and even before that, when I was like 5, 6 years old, people were asking me to draw stuff and don't put blood on it. When you ask that to a kid, like, don't put blood in your drawings, somewhere there's a problem. But I mean, I've been doing that for a long time. So on stage, my main thing is, obviously, it's not real. I always want to think that people will think it's real. So my goal was always to do that in a way that was easy, efficient. And I would look real and would be the issue, for example, like I was a fan of Gore for their stage presence and what they were doing on stage. My issue with Gore is it looks fake as shit. So it looks fake as shit, and you know something's gonna have blood coming out of it because you have like a 2-inch pipe coming out of his ass. So that was awesome, but it kind of pissed me off. Like, I wanted something that was a little more real. And by going easy, you can, and thinking about having easy and having something portable that the girl can walk around the fucking room, and then like when she gets on stage, you're doing something and people are like, holy shit. Like when I started doing the nun scalp. The first time I did that was not a nun scalp. It was just a girl dressed as a schoolgirl, because one of my friends, Sarah girl, she's willing to do fucking anything. And I was like, dude, we'll dress you as a schoolgirl, because first she looked awesome with any wig. You know, people don't look always awesome with wigs. And she looked awesome with a wig. So it was easy for me to set up something with a wig that didn't look fake as shit. And I could just do and set up a prop. So she had a prosthetic that I made of silicone that had a fine vinyl tube. Was going around her head like a loop like that. And the back, it was all hooked up to a tube that was hooked up to basically a pesticide shooter. So it's just like, works like a super soaker, but it's just like a little pump. You just pump it up, put pesticide and you shoot that. So just plug the wire, put that in a backpack, dress as a schoolgirl. And then I was just ripping up the fucking hair, and I just start up that pump, and it was just like fucking bleeding. People are like, holy shit, did you scalp a girl for real? I'm like, you're an idiot, but thank you. So that obviously was fake, but it's surprising. That thing with the baby obviously was not real, but I had a knife that was bleeding. I built up a knife that had a way of bleeding. So when I was just going in, it was bleeding. I also worked a lot with condoms, because condoms are super strong. So you kind of have a condom full of blood in your pocket. Just poke it out, poke it. Doesn't look like, how the fuck did you do that? Just like, I have big hands, so I can't have a condom. Just like fucking palm it. You stab the belly, blood's everywhere. Then the knife is bleeding. You can cut the girl's face, it's bleeding. I was cutting my head. Also, I was just like cutting my forehead sometime with the knife. I was obviously not cutting my head, but people were coming to me at the end, like, are you okay, man? I'm like, yeah, obviously I did not cut off my head, man. Have you checked? I have like 7 or 20 other show this week. So basically, I always went to simple, but the shock value, obviously, as something that I have inside. I do like the shock value. I like to basically play with stereotypes. Obviously, when you ask me what I was drinking, people would have probably thought I would have brought a beer, but I don't drink beer. I don't drink alcohol. I don't smoke. I don't take drugs. I like soda streams. So I like playing with that also. Same thing with the music. Bookakee, look at the cover, listen, you watched it, look at the name of the band. You were thinking it was going to be something. Then you listen to the music, like, holy fuck, that's not exactly what I thought it was going to be. And the show was about the same thing. We played in that gore show. We played rap shows. We played with fucking Les Anticipateurs. That was a fucking funny show. But I mean, we played at a lot of different shows because we were kind of hard to set with different bands. Like Power Glove, because we were doing a Mario Brother cover, but musically we're fucking up Power Glove. So we could play with video game band, like we could play with death metal bands. Obviously, we were a technical death metal band, but we could play also with prog metal bands or with grind metal bands. So we were fitting everywhere and nowhere at the same time. So doing the gore was like just people would like that, whatever we were doing, whatever type of music you liked, even if you just heard, you were like, oh, dude, he's ripping a baby out. Nice. So yes, I like doing it with taste easily, but just to not the shock value as much as to lure people that was not into our music initially. And they would start listening to us just because of that. So that was one of the reasons also I was doing gore, because sometimes you don't fit somewhere. You'll never remember just a band like guys with t-shirts playing, even if they're fucking epic. At some point you'll forget about it, but you'll never forget 5'6" people, like 1,500 pounds of big dudes on stage just playing crazy shit, dressed in green and black with fucking baby blood, face ripping, nun scalp, etc. So yeah, that was also a reason why, just because, and it was fun. Really fun. That's the part I miss the most. I'm surprised the band did not get bigger with that, because right now, basically, if you follow the page of Nuclear Blast and whatever like labels like that, everything they're signing is a fucking band that has a look but like shitty music. Like whatever, every power metal band has a nice look, a nice theme, but it's all and even the fucking chorus don't have any fucking double pedal and at max speed. It's just the metal is out. They go for the look, and I think it's okay to go for the look, but you need to continue with the music to go with it. Like that's why I was a big fan of black metal when it started, because of the look. Then the look started being a little shitty, or the music started being shitty. But I discovered more death metal, and I was more into death metal for that. But I had Cradle is still one of my favorite bands in Demon Borgir, but I mean, the death metal didn't have the look I think it needs to fit with the music. So that's why I still like the little black metal. But I mean, for me, the band that really understood the whole thing of doing a good show is Behemoth. They have the show, they have the look, they have the stage presence, they have the music to fucking kick everybody's ass. They have the speed, they're still brutal, they still look fucking epic. I mean, every band should think like Behemoth, but find their own stuff.
Yeah. Honestly, I so agree with you. And like when I talk about you, like about regretting Bookakee split up, I mean, do you have another project that maybe not reviving Bookakee, but going even further?
Yeah, I have.
You did.
I have a project that I want to continue. Like visually, it will stay in the vein of Bookakee, and I don't mind just reusing myself, because even though doing Bookakee, I looked like I had a character. It was a little more me than what I had in previous bands I had in the past. So I want to reuse that style, because why buying a shitload of fucking props and costume that I already have? It was like fucking stupid. So I'm just gonna reuse everything. Like corpse paint's a corpse paint for everybody. Like looking like a big fat butcher is the same thing for me. So, so I'll stay in that look. I'll probably go with the bands and force them to wear something else, because I want to stay in the vein of what Bookakee did. Because I think having a crazy look is fucking epic. I mean, looking like when you go practice is shit for stage. I know people are still, and a lot of bands I listen to and I love still look like they're going to practice, and I still love their shows. But I mean, having a specific look is important. I think visually it's important. So yeah, I have another band. Oh, it's not out yet, so I don't want to mention it really. But yes, I have a project with guys from I don't want to Paler Mortis. So Peter from Paler Mortis, Mark from the bass player from About Blank, for people that know about that, and a lot of drummers. So basically, our goal here is get out an album with different drummers for every song, 1 or 2 drummers, and just get a song like have a sticker with like the drummer from this band and this band and this band, and just go like, whoa, boom, here you go. And at the same time, drummers, they compose different ways, even though it's gonna be musically, it's gonna go from like slam to tech death, black metal, a little behemoth feeling. I want to have like a symphonic slam tech death band. That's actually what I fucking want. And Bookakee was going there. So that's another reason why I'm fucking sad that Bookakee split up, because we had ideas of like going full on, like Flesh God Apocalypse is epic because it's like, I would say death metal, symphonic death metal. But I want to go with symphonic technical slam death metal. Like something really like full of chords and like super groovy. I discovered slam so late. I listened to Pathology, Suffocation, I mean a lot of bands, but I mean really going to like something that's really full on slam, like the Gore Beast, or like I started really with Abominable Putridity. The fucking second album, with the beast coming out of that pod, and the groove of the vocal is so nice. I want another band that really sounds like that. Pathology is awesome, so I want to go with that, but add more of my crazy vocals that are just going up and down, and basically orchestra, and switch to black metal and technical death and like regular death, and we're just like blending bodies and just stitching a Frankenstein of brutal music. Let's call it that. Frankenstein metal.
Frankenstein metal. I love the name. I love the name already.
Register trademark.
Perfect. So do you have other question, Evan?
You can ask me anything. I'm an open book.
We should really. I really want to get to this game you got going on, Phil. That's what I want to do.
Game? What game?
Yeah.
Phil has a game set up for you.
Okay, so like if you see every episode of Talks with the Void, you know I love games, because we got like a game episode that got not a shit ton of problem, but I will explain that later.
People are confused about the game.
Yeah, and people were confused, so yeah. I don't know, but maybe we'll do that another time, or no, I don't know. But for the game tonight, it's a guess game again. Okay. And it's a guess game about album covers, because we all love art, we all love metal stuff, and I was like, hey, why not doing a guess question game just to guess the album cover? If
you stay into metal, I should be okay. But if you go into that stoner sludge, boss rock, whatever, Ghost Ninja Turtle type of stuff, you're gonna fucking lost me. I don't put trash covers because I don't like trash. Sorry, Slayer fans.
Do I have some trash cover? I'm not sure, but
I could know some of the covers, but still.
Okay. So I have 10 album covers, and you have to guess it. So let's go with the first one.
Oh,
and there's one thing, a little bit like of explanation. Maybe it will be easy, or are they extremely like, difficult.
What are they? Are they like blurred pictures, or are they like took stuff out of them and like just
it's pixelated? It's pixelated, but
that should be okay. If it's not like, I know that band that has 4 friends on Facebook I discovered in a Robo's butt plug. This is so true.
My goal
when
I did that, my goal was just taking some band that that Evan know, that Phil know. Okay. So
cool.
So let's go with the first one. Maybe it would be easy or not.
Okay, go.
I don't know.
Let's play this game. Come on. Is
that Black Dahlia Murder?
God damn, you got it right, Evan. Okay, so
that's Nocturnal.
God damn.
5 points.
So it was Nocturnal.
But Was not.
I got a tattoo on my leg, man.
Actually, the funny part is I gave the name, and I think it's the same artist that did the cover for Dissection that I had in mind.
Yeah,
the guy that also did the cover for Emperor Nightside Eclipse. I know the artist, but I mean some covers whatever. Well,
yeah, of course. But like that album was like inspired by all the black metal and black metal like Emperor Dissection and all that. So it was very inspired. But yeah, it's Black Dahlia Murder, Nocturnal, and just like that, I was thinking about the points. If you get the band right, you got 1 point. If you get the album title, you got another point.
Okay.
So for now,
you need to put basically just okay. The guy says the name of the band. He needs to have one try in the name of the album, just in case that he has the band but forgot the name of the album. So
yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
Like the name of the album, it's like a bonus point. If you don't have like the name of the album, that's okay. That's not a problem. But
one day we're gonna have like a Jeopardy buzzer or some shit. Just
go. I'll do a big
I want a buzzer like that. So let's go with the second one.
Gore Guts.
Holy shit.
Obscura.
You're right.
Oh.
God, you Evans, motherfucker.
I'm either gonna be really good at this or really bad.
It depends if you know the album. If you know the album cover, and that's probably the issue with a lot of the bands I listen to now. I fucking don't know the covers. I download albums.
I almost said Venom like the first time when the second it popped up.
It could have been. But okay, are you just going to black covers, or you gotta put something with colors now?
Oh, there's some colors. Don't worry, there's some colors.
Got colors, dude.
So now, 2 for Evan, 2 for Phil. Let's go on the next one.
Dying Fetus.
Oh, Subjected off.
Shit. Okay,
I don't know the album. It's Dying Fetus.
It's fuck. Is he right?
Okay, so let's say it's Dying Fetus.
Rain.
But
I don't remember the album.
Oh, it's God damn it! I listened to it today.
Oh, but look.
Is it? It's Rain something or subject. I keep saying Subjected to a Beating because that's on that album.
Fuck, you're so close, Evan.
Oh my god. Trenches?
No.
Fuck it, I don't know, dude. It's gonna piss me off. God damn it.
Supreme.
Reign Supreme.
I know that cover because the first show that Bookakee was announced with their new logo, or the last logo that we had that you have on your shirt that I designed. That logo was for the show we did with Dying Fetus at Filth. So I don't remember the other bands that were there. I think wasn't Summer Slaughter. It was I don't remember. There was like epic bands on that fucking roster. So it was like Dying Fetus, Bookakee, and a lot of crazy band, and that was the flyer. That's why I remembered it. Okay, so next I'm like 2.3 points,
so
and he has.
You got 3. I got.
Give me half a point.
Let's say half a point. So 2.5 for Evan, 3 for Phil.
Man, it sucks because I actually really like this album, and I listen to it. It like shows up on my fucking shuffle like a lot. All those songs, so it makes me upset.
I love this cover. It's an awesome. I think it's our best cover.
Yeah, this cover is pretty cool. That's why I chose it. I chose it because it was a fucking cool cover. So next one.
All right.
D-side, Serpents of the Light.
God damn
it.
First so D-side album I listened to.
So fast.
Dude, the Serpent of the Light is so awesome. It sounds like, people like trash metal and that Creator Razor sound, but the Razor sound that of D-side in that album is fucking epic.
That I thought about you because when I was there in September, you talked about D-side, and I was like, "Oh,
epic!"
Just put a D-side album just for Phil.
That's one of the bands that live, listening to death metal, you're like death metal, the drums fucking epic. But for D-side, it's the band that you don't realize it's that brutal or that fast until you go to a show. One of the shows I went to see them at the Corona. the fucking drum, the stage is a subwoofer. Okay, I think the stage was a subwoofer because bass drums were like fucking rumbling glasses on the fucking stage. Everything was falling apart. It was so epic. I was like, dude, that band. I've been listening to D-Side since 96, 95, 96. But dude, it's so epic when you go see that live. That Ashheim is fucking epic as a drummer, and the band is more brutal live than on the albums.
I would say that too about Vader.
Yeah, Vader.
Or Nile. Nile's another band. That's another band that, you know, when you ask people, have you seen, hey, what band have you never seen? Nile was never a band I went to, like, I never seen Nile, and was like, I miss Nile. I want to see Nile. But when I saw them, fuck, dude, that was that the crowd was crazy. They did just fucking epic song. Nile was an epic show, and I got a drumstick. Not the chocolate one, like a real physical drumstick.
That's fucking nice. So
next cover.
Next cover. So Phil is 5 and Evan is 2.5.
I'm excited.
Cattle decapitation. Fuck.
And it's the that fucking recycling bin.
Something humanity. Fucking.
Ah,
fuck! God damn it!
No, wait. It's fuck.
Piss.
It's the one with the guy that has fucking chunks of plastic.
Yeah, he's got the fucking he's got the plastic coming out of his fucking body. I can see it. I can fucking see it.
Yeah.
Recycle humanity.
Recycle bitch. Hey Phil, give us like a choice of 3 names.
Okay, okay, a choice of 3 names. So you have shit.
No,
Death Atlas.
No.
No, that's the latest one. This is
no,
that's the third one.
It's the new
one. Anthropo.
That one. It's that one.
Give him the point. Give him the point. 1-1. Yeah. Like we'll be. He gets the point for this. I get the point for Cattle.
The Anthropocene.
Perfect. So Phil, 1 point for Cattle. Evan, 1 point for Anthropocene Extinction. So, fucking great album, by the way. I love this album so much. I love the Fatless, but I think Anthropocene was maybe a little bit better. I'm going
to say something blasphemous. Even though I fucking love the drummer, I fucking love the singer, I love everything of the band. I love when he's doing the whatever he's singing.
Those witch vocals.
I can't fucking get into the band. I mean, every time I saw them live, I fucking love the guys. I don't care. They're vegans, but I don't. It's not a band I have Humanure. I love Humanure, but I mean, I tried listening to the album multiple times. I don't get into it like I got into in Fairy, for example, or that I got into
and Fairy's awesome.
Shadow of Intent, for example, or bands that I listened to one song and I was like, oh, dude, what the fuck is that? And then, dude, I got hooked. But that, even though I love everything of the band, the concept, the drummer, the singer, blah, 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 I can't just go like, yeah, blah, Cattle Decapitation. I mean, all the albums.
Did you ever hear Human Jerky?
I heard all the albums multiple times, but I just don't go, I want to listen to Cattle. Even though I love when he's singing like which vocals is whatever he's doing, I love fucking everything. I just don't get into the album, the band. I don't know why. It just something is not getting me. I don't know what, and I'm pissed off that because I fucking love it. But
that happens. That happens.
That happens. Yeah.
There is some band that I have some difficulties to get in the band. Like we were talking about Dayside. Like I love Dayside, the imagery, all that, but I got some problems with the music. Maybe it's like I don't know. There's some songs that I'm like, oh, like maybe it's too much. Maybe it's always the same thing. And I'm like, dude, some changes, please. Like,
and they do go around and change a lot. But I mean, I understand. Like something like Kalma. People are like getting all crazy with Kalma a couple of years ago. And even though I got all the albums. At some point, I got all the albums at some point because one of my ex-girlfriend fucking loved it. But I listened to the albums. I'm like, okay, this is good when I listen to it like right now, but I don't fucking get into it. So same thing for Cattle. I fucking love the bands. I love who plays in it. Everybody's awesome. Hell, they kick ass, but I don't go and just like, I want to listen to Cattle Decapitation. It just never gets into me.
Mine's Origin.
Shout out to Oli Pinard, which is the bassist of Cradle.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I love all those guys, but you see, Origin, I fucking love everything up to the 2 last album. Even though I think Jason is an awesome stage man, the 2 last album, they lost me. Antithesis, I think, is the ultimate technical death metal. It's the most fast and fucking brutal shit on the planet, even though I'm a fan of Archspire. But even Archspire doesn't get as fucking brutal as fucking Origin. Origin, even if you listen to Portal, to Wrath of Vishnu, whatever other albums before Antithesis, those are fucking brutal, man. This is Staring Through the Abyss was my MySpace song up to now, if MySpace is still alive.
So for those who don't know MySpace, you're too young or you're too old.
Next cover.
So next cover.
Owls Know My Name, Rivers of Nile.
Ah, shit. That's what I was going to say. It's that
It's one of my fucking favorite albums of all time right now. I fucking love this album.
Honestly, that album is just so epic.
Yeah, that's a band that I never cared of.
I had to put them on that, like, because Rivers of Nile, it's technical death metal or progressive, but they got this
it's
touch.
Progressive. It's progressive.
Yeah,
I'm not even gonna kid myself and say that it's tech.
No,
it's progressive.
They have saxophone like Bookakee.
It's just the sound from Monarchy to this was just way different, you know. So they definitely went way progressive.
That's another band that I think is awesome that I don't listen to.
We love saxophone. I love saxophone.
Dude, I love myself a sexy sax player. Hell yeah.
So do you got the points, like because me
so let's see. I just got 2, so I have let's see, 4, 5. I have 5.5, and Phil has 2, 4. He has 6.
5.5 and 6.
Yeah,
so
5.5 and 6.
I'm gonna get the next one.
Yeah, you are probably. Oh fuck.
Fuck.
Believe it.
Psychroptics.
Venom.
Beyond Creation. First album. Fuck. I don't remember the name. Ah, shit. That's Beyond Creation. I remember. I know those colors. That's Paralufson. That's Beyond Creation.
Yeah, right? But you got the band, but it's not the album that you think.
Second album, I mean.
It's the third.
Yeah.
No. Is it the third? Ah, no.
Can you say the title of the second album?
Fuck. That's another band that I don't listen to.
I'm not a huge Beyond Creation nerd, so I'm not sure.
Wait,
Shout
I'm gonna
out
find
Beyond.
it.
Shout out to Philippe in Beyond Creation.
Phil Boucher, Hugo Carotte, Kevin Chartré, man, Simon Girard, bro, man. Bookakee on tour, Beyond Creation, 2016, c'était la folie. Yeah, I toured with those guys. I did a million shows. They're all fucking awesome.
He's another guy we got to get on the podcast. He's fucking sweet.
Attends. Fuck. J'allais tellement.
Dude, I'm not going to get it. I can't
read it.
remember.
Je laisse le bout de la langue. Oh, fuck, I don't remember. Third album? No. That's the third album? Yeah, third album.
I think it's the third album.
No, it's the second
album.
It's the second
album, I said.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Oh, shit. I'm not cheating. I'm just thinking.
My hands are up, dude. I have no idea. I'm going to straight up tell you.
Donne-nous un indice, Phil. Par quoi ça commence, la première lettre?
E. Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Right now, they're cheating in French.
No.
Dude, je l'ai tellement sur le bout de la langue, man. Ça goûte Hugo, man. French Hugo, ça goûte ça. I don't remember.
Fuck, I can't. I have no
I'm going to
idea.
read it, and I'm going to be pissed because I will remember then.
Yeah.
So I give you the answer?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Earthborn Evolution.
God damn it.
I remembered.
That album, honestly, it took me a while to get in that album, but I think it's one of the best albums of Beyond. Like, I love The Aura. The Aura is just a classic of Beyond Creation, but I think they took it even further. With Algorithm, it was perfect too. But
Earthborn Evolution, I kept thinking of.
That's another band. I fucking love everybody in the band, but I don't get into the band. I hear parts of the song live. They kick ass. I listened to the album multiple times, and I don't get into it, and I don't know why, because everything I should love is into it. The vocals varies a lot. There's crazy bass, drum. Everybody's epic in the band. It's, again, a band I don't know why I'm not getting into it.
Yeah.
Probably because I saw them in their underwear, and I don't know.
Funny thing, because you talked about Hugo earlier. It's Hugo from Beyond Creation. Hugo Doyon
that's
Cairo.
the guy that he played with Bookakee live before playing with Beyond Creation. I took his cherry. He was a little virgin, and we show him the pleasures of metal.
That's awesome.
Hugo is awesome. Hugo, once we had a song he didn't know to do a show, and from I think in Montreal to fucking Jonquière, Montreal to Saguenay, he fucking learned the song while sleeping on the bus, and then he got that the fucking at the place. He just woke up, continued listening to it, and he learned the song while sleeping. I was like, holy fuck, that guy's epic.
That's perfect.
And he's foldable, and he fits under the seats.
So for now, it's 8.
Seven for me.
It's 7 to 5.5. Yeah.
Yeah, because you just got the Beyond. Yeah. So 7, 5.
Nobody got the album.
Do I get half a point for knowing who did the cover?
Maybe like participation half a point.
Yay!
So next cover.
Cradle of Filth, Cruelty and the Beast.
God damn!
That band showed me how to jerk off with blood. No, I mean that's the band. That band is the band that had me decide or choose to sing death metal. I would say death metal, but sing into, like, I heard that album. Actually, I heard it's Malice to the Looking Glass before, and as a first song, and then some of my friends made me listen to another song. Then I discovered Cruelty and the Beast, and when I was 18, I went to Acapulco. When I came back, somebody got a bootleg from Cradle at the Milwaukee Metal Fest. For people that are fucking old, know that Milwaukee had a crazy metal fest, and it was showing a show of Cradle, and I was seeing Danny Filth of, like, from his 5'2" frame on his super high boots doing all the voices, and I was like, dude, I want to do that. I want to do all fucking loads of voices. And I just start, like, Danny Filth is my full-on inspiration vocally to just, like, fuck this thing up and just do crazy shit.
Wow.
Shout out to Danny, man.
Shout out to Danny, and shout out to this D.
And he's so small. When I played Rockfest, when the time I played Rockfest, he was there, and he was on super high boots, and he was like up to here, even though he was on high boots.
Wow.
Guy's a full-on goblin. I think he's the bastard child of fucking Ronnie James Dio. He's about the same size, actually. He probably fits under the seat like Hugo.
Probably.
So let's go with the next cover.
All right, let's see this.
Cannibal Corpse, Butcher That. Doom of the Mutilated. Doom of the Mutilated.
2 minutes. Yeah.
Shit! You got it.
Dude, I know my porn, man. Doom. Worst vocal on the planet. Craziest cover.
Absolutely.
Okay, Chris Barnes sucks, by the way. He's good on that.
Honestly, Chris Barnes, I've listened to the Bleeding, and I think Chris Barnes is better on the Bleeding, honestly.
Dude, no, he's better on that album. On the Bleeding, it's... no, dude, it's horrible.
No.
Horrible, man. Non, mais je vais le dire en français, man. Fuck, son vocal est horrible. he was bringing something new to the world of metal, but it's like the first guy that tried double pedal. Nice, man. And then people were like playing cryptopsies and shit. I mean, he started a type of vocal. I think probably other bands were doing it. We just didn't know about it. But I mean, he sucked so bad.
I always looked at a band like Disgorge that I think was like Maddie fucking always had like those toilet bowl vocals that, you know, people always remembered.
But he still has it.
Yeah, I know. That's the
Chris
thing. I
Barnes
mean,
doesn't-
friggin'
doesn't
Barnes.
have it.
Yeah, Barnes just didn't keep up
And
on
if
it.
you look
It
at
sucks.
when Corpse Grinder started in Cannibal Corpse, means that while Tomb was starting, he was probably already doing that. The vocals he's doing now. I mean, Chris Barnes was innovative. He tried something. Tomb is awesome. When I do Tomb of the Mutilated, if I do Hammer Smash Face, it's a little better than Chris Barnes.
I
But
believe
hey,
it, dude.
it's still a nice album.
Okay, so the next one is the last one.
Là, je suis rendu à 9 points, by the way.
No, you got
No.
2 points there.
So
So
10. So 10. I'm at 10 now?
yeah,
10?
10. Yeah,
10.5.
10.5. Yeah, 10.5. I got crushed. I always get crushed.
It's not
in these.
finished. Come
Yeah,
here,
but
guys.
it's not that bad, Evan, because with Garrity it was worse.
Garrity fucking slaughtered me. He
Okay,
fucking
next cover. Rings
Rings
of Saturn. Gimli.
I almost said Mastodon.
No, that's Rings of Saturn. And
Yeah.
that's,
You got a band?
Gim. What, man? Lord of the Rings names for fucking galactic.
You got the band name, but you don't have the album name.
No, it's Luluk.
Put Rings of Saturn on the list of
bitch.
bands that I'm not into.
Okay,
Lil bitch Cosmo Blast Beat. I don't know. I don't remember. The name of it.
So you got 1 point for the band, but the name of the album was Lugal Kien.
That's probably the uncle of fucking Superman.
Yeah.
Kal-El and his uncle Lugal Kien. What the fuck is that name? But hey, that Rings of Saturn is a band I fucking love, and the drummer they have now for the last album, the remake,
Marco
Petruzzello,
Petruzzello.
is one of the most underrated drummer ever. He played this year. He's getting 18 album out. He's playing in 18 bands, and he played probably 45 or 80 other albums, and he's kicking every drummer's ass. He's so epic. There's videos on him on YouTube playing Rings of Saturn. People think it's sped up because he's moving so fast, but the cymbals are moving normally, and it's fucked up to the highest level.
That's amazing.
So that was the last one.
Yeah.
And
Crushed.
Phil
11,
crushed you,
11.5.
Evan.
Yeah, I know.
I would in real life.
Physically, yes.
So-
I always lose these. I always lose these.
Yeah, but you got some point. It's not like with Garrity,
I
like you
did,
got one.
I know, Garrity. Well, Garrity knows his beer, you know.
With Garrity, it was like, oh, I know. Oh, fuck. Like, it was Swallow the Sun, I think, the logo. And like, Garrity, if you don't know, Garrity is starring with Swallow the Sun every time. It's like, one
He's
of
their
his
guy.
main band.
He's their guy.
And like, when he saw that logo, it was like, it was like, what the fuck? And then Evan was like, Swallow the Sun. He got the point.
Yeah.
So before like going on some shout out, because I love you having on the podcast, Phil. So I have a gift for you because I know you do the logos, and I was like, I'm studying in infographics. Let's do a logo. So here's a little gift. And a little gift for your birthday. Late,
man.
but yeah.
Bookakee color for Necrophil.
Yeah, Necrophil. So you can put a Necrophil design or something, or just keeping like that. So I will send it to you. And yeah,
Thanks, man.
I'm proud of that one.
Nice.
Hey, that one is sick. It looks
Hey,
really
let's
good.
start the black metal band with that name. I don't think there's even a band called Necrophil.
Like it
start
can
a
be
band.
like a solo project for you, like a black
let's
metal.
start a band together. Let's do Necrophil. You play something, right?
Just make,
I
just
play
make it
everything.
No, if you play everything, let's fucking do a black metal band, man. Just do crazy black metal music, and we'll put that, and I'll draw a crazy black metal cover with a nun fucking a cross or something like that, shitting babies while like she's sucking an half body of a dead priest in a burning church. Isn't that a name of a fucking slam band or something? Is that like what's the band?
Yeah.
That South African band has a million fucking letters. It's called like acidic blood from vaginal blah blah blah.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking name that concept of long names is funny. It is
all
easy
you
to
have to
get
say.
popular because of that. But dude, I'm sure they can't say their names because it's copy paste every time they fucking post the name.
Yeah, but mostly their name are like short. So like you have Xavlig for acidic vagina or something. And you have Exemperitus.
I used to know how to say it, and I would just like Exemperitus. But there's other bands like that. I think it's funny, but I think a good name of a band. You know your band is good when you can say it in shout outs. Bookakee. Say even like or if you have a multiple word, if you go like beyond or demu or maiden, if you can do that type of thing, it's good. But if your name is Exemperitus, whatever the fuck is the name of that band, even though it's awesome to have a super long name of band, it's pointless because people can't really say it. So that's the dumb part of that good concept.
Yeah. So let's go with the shout out, shall we?
Yes.
So, Phil, do you have some shout out to make, like for a band or something, something that you listen and you want to shout out on the podcast?
Okay, do yours and I'll just think about it because obviously I know bands and people, but I'll let you do yours and tell me why you're shouting out those people and I'll get something.
Okay, so Evan, you want to start or
I'll go first. In honor of Bookakee, I went with a really awesome tech death band. One that I think is a juggernaut at the moment, and that's Werewolves. And specifically the album What a Time to Be Alive. Dave Haley of Psychroptic is the drummer, and I tell you, look no further. This fucking band, they put out an album last year and this year. They have done big things in such a short amount of time. They're signed to Prosthetic Records right now. I'm looking very much forward to seeing them in a live show, hopefully soon, within a couple of years. I know it's hard for Australia bands to kind of get out, but for sure, if you haven't heard the new album, you got to check it out. This shit is fucking amazing.
Yeah, the Werewolves album, the new one, I love. I think
I'll find that. I don't know them.
It's in my top 10 right now. Right now, it's in my top 10 because the first album wasn't like my type, and I know why. Because the vocals were like always growling, which is cool. But no change, no variation. And I was like, that sucks a little bit. Like the songs are fucking good, but the vocals are always the same. And with that album, like you go first song, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't like you. Like it's just hitting hard. Like I put that in my car first time listening to it. Put that in my car. I was like, what the fuck? What is it? But it's so fucking good. So Werewolves, good choice. My shout out would be not metal, like it's metal, but that band, it's been like 13 years since they got like the second album released. So now they are releasing a new album, and this band is called Gengistron. Gengistron is like
Gengistron.
Yeah,
Gengistron. Genghis kind of Transformers. What?
I don't know, but Gengistron. If you like hardcore with some progressive stuff,
you lost me.
Yeah, I know, but fuck, I love hardcore, and Kurt Ballou is doing the producing on that album. He's producing, mixing, mastering the album. The new album, it's called, I think it's called Dream Weapon. Fuck, that album will be sick. And the last album was fucking sick too. It was more brutal because the new album would be a little bit more softer, but it's a new side of Gengistron, and I enjoyed it. I enjoy it a lot, and yeah, the last album was fucking good. So go check it out, Gengistron. So, do you have a shout out,
dude? Okay, check out your shout out at bands. Fuck, man.
Okay. We shout out at bands. If you have a movie, a series, or something you want to shout out, you can. We don't care.
But This is something funny. I'll say it later. Shout out. I already dropped the word. I just want to shout out again to Marco Petruzella. Whatever the fuck he's doing right now, he's doing a shitload of crazy band. Go like his Facebook, go like his page, go on his YouTube. Every time you see a fucking band, he's playing on it. It's fucking sick. He's in I think Brazilian black metal, tech metal band. Dude, it's like he's playing like 350 BPM, like in nearly all the songs. So whatever he's playing, whatever band he's playing in it, that is Animalist, Brain Drill. Brain Drill, when he started, was insane. So Brain Drill, whatever he's playing in it, go watch Marco Petruzella, Lord Marco. He played in Faceless, Vital Remain. Craziest drummer ever. And there's not enough reaction video. And actually, there's none. I never seen any fucking actually, only one, I think, reaction video on YouTube with him playing. So we need more. Joe, just go spam reaction video page on YouTube. Tell them to watch Lord Marco so they can shit brick, see him like fucking finger flying blast beat. And so Marco Petruzella, hell.
So
Awesome.
that's all for tonight, folks. And honestly, Phil, thank you so much for coming. It was a pleasure. It was so fun.
Yes.
And yeah, so Evan, the final word.
Yes, absolutely. Like, Phil, thank you for coming. It's been awesome. Definitely would like to hear more about those other projects you're a part of in the future.
I have a YouTube channel, by the way. I forgot about. I didn't speak about that. Okay, well, another time.
No,
Don't worry.
shout the name.
Shout the name.
I have a YouTube channel called Vox Necro. I'm saying that, but there's nothing on it because, like an idiot, I'm like starting a fucking YouTube channel, but I'm starting doing my own recording, own mixing, own video editing, own After Effects, and I've done none of that before. So I'm like just starting, like it's like an old lady that you just give an iPad. I'm like, here you go, having fun with internet, and she never saw TV. So I'm like that. So I've just started recording, got some stuff. So I'll tell you the covers I have in mind just so you get the hello à la bouche. The first cover I'm going to release, I don't want it to be really a secret. I want people to hope to hear the covers. My first song I'm releasing when I'll be able to record myself. Not that I can't record myself, I can, but I mean, I'm not happy with the sounds at the moment. The first song's going to be Beyond the Dark Sun of Winter Sun. Ooh. And I'm really just going to go, like, I'm going to langelize the vocal. It's going to be my type of vocals on those classics. So Winter Sun, because it's short. I'm gonna have also, because I started getting known for Progenies of the Great Apocalypse by Dimmu Borgir. So I'm doing that. Probably I'm gonna do that as a duo with one of my friends. I'm doing also Cradle of Filth, 13 Autumn and a Widow. From Cruelty and the Beast. That's gonna be fucking fun to record. Then I'm gonna go with at the moment I don't have a musical version, so if there's people I want to do the musical version instrumental, I want to do Fornication Terrorists from Dying Fetus. I'm gonna do also Axa Decapitation from Cannibal Corpse. And what else do I have in mind? I think those are the one I have at the moment. Perfect. So if people have ideas about, obviously I'm gonna do like just subscribe and then like fucking post the song I want me to sing. I'm gonna do that YouTube shit. I'll try to have it funny, but keep in mind I'm a visual guy, so I'll probably not be normal covers. So there'll be normal covers, but it's gonna be fun to watch. So I'm gonna try to just amp up the usual big guy in front of the mic doing the metal. So there'll probably be makeups, effects, costume, prostitute, stuff like that. So
Vandal.
Look, no, perhaps. No, but with the pandemic, it's too complicated. You want me to do what?
You could do Phobophile from Cryptopsy too. That would probably be a good one.
Yeah, but I mean the vocals are too shit to listen to learn because basically he's not really singing. I want to.
Lord Worm had that effect.
Yeah, that's the problem. And I do fucking love Cryptopsy. One of my first extreme metal band was Cryptopsy. So Yeah, I'll probably do a cryptopsy. I'll check with Chris Donaldson if he can send me one of their songs without the lyrics. Like, yo, Chris, man, you send me this song without vocals. I'll do something. I'll see what people bring me. I want to do perhaps some power metal song, death metal version of, or clean version of some song. I have bands that I have in mind. I probably will do a Camelot song. Things that I know I can sing. Not things that like too high. I'm not gonna go and like, I'm gonna do Lost Horizon, man, because like
Glory Hammer.
My son is a fan of Glory Hammer. Dude, no, it's an instrumental, but I mean it's an orchestra. You can get the orchestral version, but there's no drums or guitars on it. Yeah, I'll try, but no, it's not. I'll see. I'll see where people bring me, or if I have just no ideas, I'll go pick up random song. Yeah, Glory Hammer could be funny. Glory. No. We'll see. So look at for Vox Necro. There's nothing on it, so don't look at it right now. But look at whatever the YouTube world. It will one day appear in your feed. I hope.
Perfect.
If I survive the pandemic.
Sounds fantastic. Like I said, thank you for coming. This has been awesome. Without further ado, folks, obviously you guys know what you're listening to. If not, welcome. And, go check out some of our other stuff. I'm Evan.
And I'm Phil. Thanks for watching, guys. De Vitesse d'abord. So I'm De Vitesse. Thanks for watching, guys. See you on the next episode. Cheers.
Cheers.